Okay, here's a really nice figure. This is Hammerhead, and he's on a Kenner US Return of the Jedi 77 back card, I believe. It's one of those figures that were made in Spain. So he's made in the Spanish factory, PBP factory. And yeah, it's quite a nice looking figure. Bubble's fairly yellowed now. So I don't know if it's gotten worse since I bought this, maybe in 2011-12, whenever I got this. It comes with the Imperial Blaster. It's a great looking figure. You can see all the detail in the sculpt, and his head's turned. That's the only way they could fit this figure into the bubble, was to turn the head. So you find most Hammerheads, when they're carded, have their head turned to the left or to the right. And great looking figure. So here's the UK grading. So it says Return of the Jedi Hammerhead 1983 MIS, means made in Spain, Kenner 65 back. Oh, so I got that wrong. Card 80%, bubble 80%, figure 90%, and overall grades 80%. Certainly yellowed though, so they should have mentioned that, or it's yellowed since it was graded. Great looking figure though. The yellowing of the bubble reminds one of a sort of glazed onion skin, very thin, with a almost caramelized coloured tint to it. Obviously I'm talking a load of sloblobs there. There's the figure though. So he came out first on the 20 back card. A really nice looking figure. Great image on the card back. Not as good as Greedo, but still nice. All Death Star droids, but still a great image of the character. If you look at the back, you can see, I don't know if the camera's really going to pick it up, but this card back, oh, it's a 77 back, so it is a 77, but they graded it. The graders got it wrong. It says made in Spain there. Action figures sold separately. Doesn't have the hole like a Louis Ledy card, but you can this has the resemblance to a card that was made in Mexico but to be sold in the US as well. It's got that sort of duller finish to it, that sort of worn look to the back of the card. So the card gets 80, and the bubble 80, and the figure 90. Great looking figure. Let's see if we can see his eyes a bit. So there's variations with the figure to where the eyes are placed, if they're staring to the left, the right, or centered. Great looking figure though. Good old Hammerhead. Seen in the cantina in Star Wars and New Hope. Great looking figure. So you're going to find with most Kenner and Power of the Force 1 cards, the bubble tends to yellow. There's nothing much you can do about it. Just hope it doesn't yellow too much. There's the logo. So that's a mint in Spain, made in Spain figure. There's also the red snaggletooth, Greedo, Walrusman. You can find those on these sort of US cards. Really nice. Great looking card back. Classic figure. So Hammerhead, he could do with a vintage collection card really. I think he'd look great on a vintage collection card. I'm sure only one Kenobi could do a video about that, this figure should be on a VC card. Looks great. Okay, so I got this about maybe 2011, 2012, and yeah, it's nice. So I thought I'd show it. Been inspired mainly by Action Figure Grader. He's a new channel, hasn't got many subs yet, he should get more. does a lot of Star Wars, he does a lot of G.I. Joe, perhaps other figures as well. Very knowledgeable about grading and all that sort of stuff, and has a real passion for that graded stuff and what he has in his collection, and so I really appreciate that sort of video style, and so if you can check him out, if you like this sort, my sort of style as well. Well, I wouldn't say style, mine's more, I make videos for myself really, just showing my stuff. You could say I'm showing off, but hopefully if you want to get into the hobby and you want to pick up a figure like this, this is just before the prices went crazy. Now prices for carded vintage stuff is just too much. Okay, I mean this year I think I've picked up one figure, whereas back in the day you could pick them up at a more affordable price. Now it's just like, but that's the Hammerhead. Okay, cheers, bye.